What's going on, everybody? This is Bobby G back again with another Saturday Shpiel. This one's kind of late, and there's a reason for that. The quick explanation is I got a new job, so I've been working. I was working this morning, so that's why you're getting this Saturday Shpiel a little late. This week, what I wanted to focus on is two things. In the Old Testament, there's a question of God would often ask to the prophets like Joel and Isaiah and others and ask them, what do you see? And he would either show them a plumb line, or one prophet he showed, I think it was Zechariah, but I'm not sure, but there was one prophet who got shown figs that were really, really, really good, like the best figs you ever had, and then there's figs that are just rotten to the core, they're so bad. And he would often ask that of many prophets, and sometimes the prophets themselves would ask God to open the eyes of people so that they could see what they saw. Jesus often said in the New Testament, "He who has an ear, let him hear." And he also said that many prophets and people who were godly desired to see what you see and didn't see it. He was saying this to the apostles. And oftentimes, Jesus even asked, if you look through the Gospels, he would ask people, what do you seek? Or what would you have me do for you? Right? And they would put their requests before God. And he also said that when you see certain signs, you're going to know certain things are coming. You know, he says when you see the flower getting ready to blossom and sprout from the tree, you know that a certain season like spring or summer is coming. So when you see all the signs coming that he was talking about at the end times, which is also talked about in the book of Daniel, he said, you'll know that the time is coming, that the end is near, even at the doors. And I really wanted to make this one not too long, one. Two, I wanted to ask people, as we've been going through what I call the COVID craziness, most people professionally call it a pandemic. Some people who are conspiratorial call it a scamdemic, depending on who you listen to. And for various reasons, but that's a whole other subject for another day. But point is, there's a lot going on. People talk of unrest. People talk about either we've got a country to save for one reason or another, depending on what political affiliation you have. It could go either way. But the point is that I want to ask everybody, as you've been going around, and whether you're watching this from the U.S. or whether you may be watching this from abroad, Lord knows I've got a few international friends out there, I want to ask the question. As you go around the world, whether it's the news, whether it's social media, whether it's just right in your own neighborhood, I want you to take some time this week to look around. And I want to ask you, what do you see? What do you hear? Whether it's your neighbors, your friends, your family, whether it's your co-workers, or whether it's just people that you, if you're a freelance business person and you do contract business with other people, what does that look like? What do you see? What do you see around you, first of all, right in your own midst? And then what do you see in the grand scheme of things? And as you begin to get answers to those questions, ask yourself this. What do you think is God up to? What do you think is God up to? Because Romans talks about how since the beginning, referencing to Genesis, since the beginning, the attributes of God's existence and his work have been evident since the beginning, so that people are without excuse. So that there's no reason for people to look at creation and just ignore the fact that there is a creator behind the creation. So I want to ask you, as you look around in creation, again, starting with your own neighborhood, family, friends, co-workers, etc., and then as you look at the grand scheme of things of what's going on, as you really begin to dig deep into what's going on in the world. Ask yourself the questions: what do you see? What do you hear? And then in the grand scheme of things, bring those answers into the questions and ask yourself, what is God up to? And search the scriptures. Be like the Bereans and search the scriptures. For there's a good chance, also, along with prayer, that God and the Holy Spirit will guide you to what you're looking for. Think about these things. Meditate on these things. See what you find. And then when you get a chance, comment down below and let me know what you see. I think this will be a really interesting one. I want to get some dialogue going on. And we'll see what God does. Meantime, this is my Saturday spiel. My name's Bobby G. Hopefully, Lord willing, I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.